Ahoy everyone, my name is Cirque and welcome back to another episode here on the underground. The slime farm here is doing pretty well. We got over 3 stacks of slime balls already, and here we have a few slimes coming in to get murdered by our magma blocks. I'm pretty happy with it. I haven't actually spent much time in the world since the last episode, and we only have just a small 1-layer farm. So I'm kind of surprised that it's working so well already. So that's pretty cool. I did end up raising up this floor by 1 block, and so I had to dig out the ceiling a little bit, just because the slimes were getting in here and bouncing up back onto the spawning platform. And so usually they would end up over here eventually, but it just took them a lot longer because they were kind of hopping in and out of the channel. So I got that raised up a bit and put like a nice little design of stone bricks and the chisel bricks and some redstone lamps. And I had an idea with this to kind of add another function to this farm. One thing I want to get working on is getting some villagers around here that we can start trading with, start getting some of the resources we don't have access to yet. And for that we're going to need some zombie villagers. And this might be a way to find some by turning off all these redstone lamps, making a big dark room, and maybe we can spot some zombie villagers that we can capture and cure, turn back into villagers that we can trade with then, get some breeding going on. Also, we do still need some ender pearls. I think I have gotten 1 since our stronghold adventure. So I still need 8 more before we can go fight the dragon. So this is another place we could get some endermen, as well as witches. If we find any of those, maybe we could get some glass bottles from them as well. Glass bottles are always nice. So I need to go through here. I started digging a little bit of a tunnel, but I need to dig a tunnel through this area underneath all of this platform, and hook up all of these redstone lamps so we can get them turned on. Maybe I'll do something neat, make a bit of a pattern with it. Be kind of cool. I got all of the lights wired up down here. It's a bit of a mess. I did end up just clearing out this whole space so that I could work a little bit easier. But I did a pattern so that the lights kind of turn on and off in a spiral in each of the chunks. So it starts on this one here, and then kind of works its way around this circle to that one over there, there, and then to the center. And then it jumps over to that chunk starting on this block, and then it goes around the outside, around the circle to there, and then to the center, and then it jumps over to the next chunk, does a spiral, and then to the next one. And you may see we got some note blocks hidden around here, so it actually makes a sound when it turns off. I did not make it so that it makes a sound when it turns on. It probably wouldn't be too difficult to do, but we are very cramped and limited with space, and I had to kind of work around the bedrock here since we're so low down at the bottom of the world. A bit of an issue, but it's still pretty cool. And then I did fill in all the empty space with slabs so that we don't have slime spawning down here, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of the farm. So let's head upstairs and we can turn this baby, well, I guess turn the lights off. We'll just cover this up. I also made a little observation, like deck observation catwalk so that we can walk along here and see what type of mobs we get. But if we turn that off, so we got a spiral, and then down to the last one. Boom. Very simple. I guess some of these lights might be a little too bright. We're kind of taking up some of the mob spawning with the light. But when it turns on, it does the same thing, but silently. And obviously the light's turning on. So that's pretty neat. So we can turn these off, maybe step back a little bit, let some mobs spawn in here, see if we can get some zombie villagers or the endermen or the witches, and then hopefully tactfully take them out without taking damage. Oh, we finally got an enderman in here, and this is why I actually have... Hopefully this works. I have... Oh, there's a spider. Okay. I have part of this little catwalk only 2 blocks tall, whereas the other part is 3 blocks, although it doesn't seem like he wants to teleport over here. Instead, he just wants to sit over there. I don't have any bridging blocks, But I could maybe slice him. I can hit him from here. Be nice if he could just teleport over here, though. Also, the spider. There we go. Okay. Give him a little slice. No, is he too far away? It's trying to lure me out there, lure me into the open, where he knows I'm vulnerable. Okay. Well, this isn't working quite as nicely as I had hoped. I really hoped he would just teleport over to this side. I suppose if I had some bridging blocks, that would work out nicely. He could just walk over here. Oh no, I'm stuck in here. This is a bad spot to be. There's a lot of dangerous mobs. Okay, we didn't get an ender pearl. That was the first useful mob that I've seen. We have had lots of creepers and some skeletons and zombies come through here. It's kind of nice that like the zombies and creepers you can just let fall into the channel and they end up over there. Same with the skeletons. You just have to be careful that they don't shoot you. But this is very bad on arrows because I have been like shooting the skeletons so that they don't shoot me. And this is all that I have left. I'm going to have to go AFK at the skeleton farm for a bit. So I think for now we'll just turn the light back on and let this be a slime farm again. Oh, there's a whole bunch more creepers popping up as we turn the lights back on. Neat. I do have another idea for getting some of these elusive zombie villagers, and it will actually help with our arrow situation as well, and that is to make a classic mob farm. Or really a classic mob farm with a twist. We're going to build this thing up here in this cave that drops down pretty far. And then we got a staircase here that goes down even farther. And this is where our mob farm is going to be. This is where all of the items are going to get collected. And the twist that we're going to do with this is we're going to make it so that we can pull out any mobs that we want to, specifically the zombie villagers. So the way I'm going to do that is the mob farm will actually be up above here is the plan. The mobs will drop down here. We're going to have a water stream pushing them along this way. I'll probably put some like iron bars covering up this hole so that I can see in there and see what mobs are passing through. And then I have a couple of pistons here. Let's grab some blocks. So we've got two ways for the mobs to go here. They can go this way to the left into just a little holding area here, or to the right where we're going to make this whole floor here magma blocks, and that should kill all the mobs. And then we're going to put some, I think I'm going to do like a slab right here with a block above there. So the mobs will get stuck here, but when they die from the magma blocks, the items are going to continue on. Underneath the slab, there'll be another water stream pushing them this way, and then we'll have a soul sand underneath here and a water column to push the items up. That'll get collected into the chests. So the way we can do this is let's do a block there, and then we're going to put this one up a block, and then let's go down here and put some redstone. So I think we want a full block there. And we can just do a slab here. Bring some redstone along this. And then we're going to do an observer block facing upward like that. So that's going to power the redstone when we stand on a pressure plate on here. So if we stand on this... okay, I need to change this. Let's break this redstone, put this down, and then put it back. Alright, so now it should be set up. So the default is that the mobs will head to the back there, get killed, and their items will get collected. But if we see a zombie villager coming through, we can step on this. The water will change so that they get pushed over here. And then once the zombie villager gets redirected, we can step back off and they'll end up over there. I think we're actually going to want a stone pressure plate here. Now that I think about it, because I think the stone pressure plate pops up quicker, which will mean that it'll switch back. I think the stone one is quicker. Let's see. No, they're actually the same. Okay. It must just be buttons that are different. Unless they just changed that completely. So now we can go back here and get these water channels in place. I've got a tower of water source blocks going up here. So if we take out this bottom block and put a soul sand. Items will already float, but the soul sand will make them go up even faster. And then they'll get pushed over here and over top of these hoppers, which I have a sorting mechanism back here for. Looks like an item already came up there. So yeah, we have a little sorting thing there to sort all of the different mob drops we'll get. And then to stop the items from flowing backwards and to get them into the water stream, I think we can just do a slab on the bottom here and a block on the top. And hopefully the items will just float right underneath if we do something like that. And then we'll put another water source back here. So the mobs will get pushed through here. And let's put another slab right here with a block on top. Something like that. Let's do a test real quick. Make sure that the items will end up where they need to go. I don't know how many I threw in there. I guess I should have kept track of that. But they should all end up in this first hopper. And there they are, 12 smooth stone. I think that's pretty close to what I had, so that should work. So then we just need to change out all of these bottom blocks here for magma blocks. Let's take out the water for now, because that'll make this a little bit easier. Take those out, put our magma blocks here so that the mobs will take damage as they're flowing through here. And shift real quick, there we go. Water going through, that should go to the end. And then we just need one more bucket of water right here that the mobs will fall into and then get pushed down. Oh, awesome. All right. So that should be our collection system. They'll just come down here. They'll get shot over to the right. They'll die. Their items will fall off of them, go through the water channels, end up in these hoppers up here, get sorted out. Everything is good. And if we see a zombie villager, we can do this. The water will push them over here. We'll have a block here. And that will kind of keep them in this little space here, and then we can do with them what we need. So now I guess we just need to make the actual mob farm, which, like I said, we're gonna just make it up here. It's gonna be a very simple, classic design. I hope it still works. Actually, it's been a while since I've made one, but yeah, I'll start digging out this area here. And I've gotten our mob farm all dug out up here. We have a lot of layers of spawning spaces. This is a pretty classic design. It's made so that you can put water back there and then like in these corners. And all of these water channels are going to push the mobs to this center spot where they'll fall down. And usually you would use like just gravity, you know, use fall damage to kill them. But we have our magma blocks since we want to try and sort out those zombie villagers. So just got to put a couple more source blocks of water, and then this whole thing is filled with the water streams pushing to the middle. And we just have, yeah, we just have some very narrow spawning platforms. This thing is made for zombies, skeletons, creepers, and witches. It doesn't work on spiders because, you know, we don't have a wide enough channel for them to fall into. That's why we have this block in the middle to stop spiders from spawning in here. And Endermen can't spawn in here either, because if they went in the water, they would just teleport away anyways, so it doesn't matter. But we have all these trapdoors here so that the mobs will hopefully take a step off of here. They'll think they can step onto the trapdoor or step across, then they'll fall into our streams and get collected. And I do have several several layers here. We got 8 of them, I believe, is how many I did. I could add more. I do have the height, but I think this is going to be perfectly fine for now. So now the last thing I have to do here is to get rid of this ladder and get rid of any torches, which we're going to have to be kind of quick with this, I suppose, because mobs are going to start spawning as soon as we get far enough away here. So just work our way down, get rid of these torches. We got one there, one over there. I just don't want any like creepers falling and exploding suddenly, or skeletons shooting me on the way down as they fall. Looks like this one has no torches, so we just have the last few torches in here. It's about to get very dark. Okay, let's get ready here to make our way out of here. And it is very dark. Let's get rid of this. And then, oh, I don't have my axe. Okay, let's get this ladder out of the way. And I think I have one more water bucket. Yes, perfect. Get that in place. Get our iron bars, which I don't have on me. Get that in here, and hopefully mobs will start spawning. Well, we're getting a few mobs in here. I am having trouble with the mobs getting stuck on these iron bars. I suppose I could just make this a full block, and then that shouldn't be an issue anymore. It'd be really nice if we had some glass to work with. But I did forget just how slow this type of mob farm is. There's not a whole lot of spawning spaces, and it also requires the mobs to actually move. So you have to be within a certain distance of the mobs for them to actually move. And also you just have to wait for them to move instead of using like water channels to push them off of the spawning platforms. So what I might do is maybe I'll hook up another like redstone button to that other piston in the back of there, so I can have it closed and I can just sit here AFK, come back, and there should be like a backup of mobs waiting to get through here, and then I can look at them, you know, see if there's any zombie villagers. If there aren't, I can just flush them all, you know, to the magma blocks back there. And we have ourselves our very first zombie villager. Oh, this is exciting. How you doing, buddy? You doing good? Ready to get turned back into a villager? We're gonna cure you as soon as we can. I promise. So I've been working on this thing a little bit, fixing a few issues I've had. I did add in a little toggle switch here for that block that pops up. So now I can just AFK here, let the mobs build up, and then toggle it back down, and the mobs will continue on through to those magma blocks to die and drop their items. I also got rid of that corner that was here, so now they just go straight through. That just they were kind of getting bunched up and stuck in that corner, so this just helps clean that up a bit. I was also having an issue with this water stream. The items weren't getting through into our bubble column. Before I just had a stone block here, and they were getting stuck on the stone block. If we throw some items, they just kind of get stuck right on the edge there. In fact, some of them were like back even farther. Ideally, we'd want to get an ice block, put some ice blocks underneath this water stream, and then the items would just slide on through, no problem. But we don't have any ice underground, so I just decided to try a slime block, and it seems to work. I don't know if the items just kind of bounce along on the slime block, or what's going on. I want that. Dang it, I just threw my bow. But yeah, they seem to make their way through into our bubble column. In fact, we should have a bow in here. Yep, there it is. So that's working pretty well. That fixes that issue. Although we're gonna have to change up some stuff around here. You see, I was gonna go make a weakness potion to get this buddy, get our buddy here cured up, turned back into a regular villager. And I realized to make a weakness potion, you need a fermented spider eye, which requires sugar. We don't have any sugar. We don't have sugar cane. We can get sugar from witches. That is going to be our source underground in order to make those fermented spider eyes. But, and also we are getting witches through this mob farm. I've seen, I think, 3 of them so far. But they do not get killed by the magma blocks. They just sit there chugging fire resist potions, and they can sit there all day. So I've had to manually kill them. So we're going to have to fix this mob farm, change it up a little bit, add in like a drop. We'll have to lift the mobs up and then drop them quite a ways in order to actually kill all of the mobs, make sure that we can kill witches so that I can just AFK here. And eventually, we'll get some sugar from him, and then we can finally get our buddy here cured up. Okay, I think I'm finally done with this thing. I got everything kind of rearranged here, and it seems to be working pretty well. So as you can see, we got a nice backlog of mobs here. It doesn't look like any of them are zombie villagers. So all I have to do is push this button. That'll let down a glowstone block over there. and they'll start making their way back there. They get brought across behind there, and then there's a bubble column behind the wall here that sends them up, and then pretty soon they'll start falling down in the chute. The only mobs that can survive this are ones with like feather falling on their boots, and they probably have to have a lot of feather falling, like 3 or 4, because this is a very tall drop. But that's why I had this out in the open instead of having it just hidden behind the wall, so that if there are any mobs stuck in here, we can just break this open and finish them off. But yeah, then their items just get collected by the hoppers, and they get sent behind. They get shot into a water stream, which brings the items up here over the hoppers, and then sorts them off into these chests. Looks like they're kind of getting stuck there. They like to get jammed up. Actually, I think that one probably has depth strider. I've seen that a couple of times, and they like to be real annoying with that depth strider, just fighting the water streams. But eventually, they'll make their way through. And then, of course, if we see a zombie villager come through here, all we have to do is step on this, and it switches that water stream from going straight through to going to the left here into this little holding cell. And it actually works, too, if we have this up. If we have that way blocked as well, if we just step on this, it'll open this way to let the mob through. So that's pretty neat. And I have been I AFK'd here overnight last night and ended up getting... there we go. We have our sugar, which means we can make 3 potions of weakness, and we can get this guy cured up here. So we have a splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. And we have our very first villager, Zombie Doctor. We are the Zombie Doctor. All right, I'm gonna name this guy Albert. Hey, Albert, welcome to the world. And then I'm going to give you a brewing stand so that you turn into a cleric, hopefully. Are you going to? Or you don't want to? You don't have a profession yet. Do you need access to the brewing stand? Do I need to put it there? No, you just don't want to. Oh, there you go. Now you're a cleric. Ooh, let's block you up here. I'm just making him a little room down here. Just temporary. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with the villagers yet, where I want to make our actual village. So we're just going to leave this guy, Albert, here, in a little holding cell. And I guess we can just leave that there. Maybe we'll put an iron bar there, and let's just block that up as well. Make sure that this is bright enough. Looks like it's nighttime. I suppose you're not gonna wanna trade with me right now, are you? All right, Albert. Let's do some trading now. So we have some rotten flesh. Ooh, we even got a discount. That's nice. So let's do a couple of those until we get leveled up. Do that again and again. All right, and then we'll let you level up. Oh, there we go. We're iron rank. Pretty nice. So now he's selling some lapis. Let's do some more rotten flesh, although those are not gonna get us a lot of experience, but it will give us some emeralds. And he did just get locked out, and I think that was all of our rotten flesh as well. Okay, so let's buy some lapis. Well, that's not gonna give us very much experience at all. I could go get some gold ingots. All right, how about these? Is that gonna... not a ton of experience, but at least we get some more emeralds. And I do have enough gold. So let's get you leveled up to the next level, which is... I don't remember, is that gold rank next? Let's go in here so we can... yep, gold, okay. Oh, he's buying some... or he's selling some glowstone, buying some rabbit's feet. I can't do that. Maybe we'll try the glowstone, buy a few of those, get you up to the next rank, and emerald. Okay, those 2 new trades are not super helpful. We don't have scute or glass bottles to sell. I guess we can buy... how much experience is this? Gold's still quite a bit of experience. Let's just sell some more gold. And that one is traded out. I can do some rotten flesh. So now I need to buy some stuff. Let's buy some more glowstone. I think that's going to give us the most experience. So we can get him leveled up to whatever the last one is. So this should go to diamond and... oh, no. Okay, he's not selling ender pearls. I don't know if villagers still sell them. But that's what I was hoping to get. It might just be a luck thing. I was hoping to be able to just buy some ender pearls from the villagers and then we could head to the end that way. But at least we got some trading going on. That's pretty cool. We can get some emeralds from this guy. We can still sell the rotten flesh to him and gold every once in a while if we want to do that. And of course we have this this new mob farm that we can get more villagers from eventually. And really once we get 2, we should be able to do some breeding and just start a village from those 2. But I think that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed another episode here on the Underground, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, folks.